teach music?
Yeah, I've done a little bit of teaching. I've done a little bit of teaching in my time. I've kind of gotten away from it though. I think teaching's a really good way to learn. You really have to drill it down and break it down into its most basic element, and really pay attention to what you're doing, because a lot of times you're doing it and you're totally forgetting why you're doing stuff or what you're doing, and to really deconstruct that and go back to the basics to me is like the best way to learn.
Right.
And so yeah, I've been thinking about getting back into teaching, and really more for myself than anything else.
Not me. I would love to teach one day. I just do not feel that I'm at the place to do it yet. I would like to get a lot more experience, you know, under my belt before I try to go out and direct someone else.
I think everybody can, you know, offer some sort of value.
Yeah, I could do maybe some basic.
You said you already
stuff.
offer encouragement to the kids in the neighborhood,
Yeah.
so you are teaching, and the question was meant more in a professional way, but
I wouldn't do it for money. Yeah.
It reminded me when what you were saying of, you know, Randy Rhodes, you know, he was a teacher, and I think that's why maybe him and Ozzy had such a great relationship, because he had a lot of patience. He was used to showing somebody something over and over again. And just as a point here, if I remember correctly, Randy would record his solo at the left on the track, then on the right, and then he would record one straight up in the mono. And when you listen back, you could turn either way, and you wouldn't hear that wavering sound. They were perfect, all three solos. That's how they tripled them up to thicken them up in the recording.
And that's how they do vocals a lot of times too. I know when she's recording vocals, most of the time it's 2 tracks for the verses and 3 for the chorus, just to really build up the sound, and she's laying them down, trying to lay them down as perfect as possible.
Right. And it's going to make you a lot better singer to do that.
Yeah.
You start recognizing your vocal style and how you're pitching the words.
She's the best when it comes to that. She's such a blessing to someone who records, because it's so easy to record.
Do you have very much problems with your voice?
What do you mean?
Like blowing it out, you know, so to speak, you know?
I don't know. Like,
she's a very...
I try not to strain my voice in any way.
She sings really correctly, like really...
Yeah, I try my best anyway. There are some times where, you know, I have to sing stuff a little grungy, and you have to get that throat voice in there, but I try to avoid that as much as possible, because I just don't want to be the person that can't sing 10 years down the road because I've ruined my voice.
Right.
I don't know what I would do if I couldn't sing, honestly. So I try my best to preserve it.
A lot of people have done this type of music, or do what's cool with the guitar way down low, and then when they've got carpal tunnel or nodules on their throat and they can't do their craft anymore, you know, they end up painting your house, right?
Yeah, right.
Something like that.
And we do it for the love of it, and whatever is going to help me do this the rest of my life, I'm going to do it. I'll play my guitar way up here. I know a lot of people, you know, they don't really think it looks the best or whatever, but I think it looks pretty professional, because I mean, if you know guitar, you know that you really need to have full range like that, and your hand in a correct position.
We live in a little more ergonomic world now, where people are learning that this is the way you should be doing it. You know, I've noticed even keyboard players doing stuff different now and such.
Yeah, it's becoming cool again, sort of.
How do you balance your music with other obligations? You know, your job and such.
Wow, you know, I work a lot, and we do a lot of different things, and it's pretty stressful, but really, it's almost like the music is an escape. Exactly.
You know,
exactly. It's like it's like taking a break to me. I can do it.
So it's really not even work. It's like, now we're going to go play some music.
It's work in a sense, like moving music equipment, and it's stressful, like recording and things like that, and sometimes
but
practice.
I love it too, you know.
But it's
you do it because you love it. But I remember personally when I was in anatomy class, and geez, that class is just brutal, first of all. And I would get so frustrated with having to learn that stuff. I was like, I have got to go play some music before I lose my mind. I had to get away from that, and it's just, it's so
kind of forgetting this thing for long enough to get back to normalcy and then come back to it.
So it's not so much an inconvenience, it's more of a pleasure,
And that is our social life too. Music is our social life. Almost our whole social circle
I had never
is
really
musicians.
Thought about it that way, times when I played, people would come late. There's certain things would stress me, it's like, or they'd cancel altogether. You've got the heat on during the wintertime, you've got everything powered up, you're ready to go, you've did your warm up. Hey, we're not going to make it tonight, So, I think it takes a real commitment. Sometimes things happen, of course, emergencies and things. Do you have a band website?
Yeah, eternalmortality.com. Yep, www.eternalmortality.com. You can find everything there. Links to
so I assume
music,
Facebook and Twitter?
Facebook and Twitter, yes, we're on both, and there's links to them on our website. And we also have a new EP we're about to release.
Yes,
There's links to Bandcamp on our website where you can purchase for $5 the EP. You can pre-order it. The release date's not until March 12th.
Okay.
But
wow.
There is a pre-order. Yeah, just a couple of weeks. We wanna get it out to everybody before the shows.
Do you have an other means that you share your music?
Yeah, I mean we use YouTube. We use Reverbnation's a big one. We were #1 on Reverbnation for a couple of weeks running. Yeah, for Atlanta Metal. That really brought us in a lot of attention.
And you are currently offering a free song on Reverbnation,
yes,
are you not?
Yes, Falling Out of Your Reach is available for free download throughout the Hard Rock Rising competition in which we are involved. And
in regards to being online, do you think an online presence is important for fans to find you and critics to find your music and write about it?
Absolutely. It's the most critical thing in this day and age, I believe, to have a great web front, to really be present all over the web.
But that doesn't mean you should slack off on your live stuff.
Oh, no, absolutely.
You got to push it.
It's an extra.
Yeah, you need to push 100% everything you do. If you ever want to make it, you got to get in there and go for it.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's the most powerful tool of our generation.
You treat
have to use it.
Doing your online site as much as your practice, as much as writing.
I spend
hours and hours.
Yeah, I spend a lot of time on the website, just updating and checking links and things like that. Broken links and just really trying to keep it updated so people have a reason to come back.
Are you doing a lot of creative stuff?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of creative stuff.
Do you think that's why you spend a lot of time? Is when you're creative, you want it to look a certain way.
Yeah, exactly. And it's been a great learning experience for me, and it's been a lot of fun too, being able to kind of sit down and create something new.
Well, on that note, you're doing this yourself. I recently looked at a post on my Facebook, and you said that, hey, if you got a band, you need a website, you need some help, you're offering that.
Yeah, I'm offering web services too for $99, get you up and running. That pays for your domain registration, your first month's hosting, your templates, anything to get you going, ready to go.
So you can get a band up and running, and that
just
way.
PayPal me, bam. By the weekend's up, you'll have a website.
Cool. What do you think about online music sharing?
It's a double-edged sword, man. It really is. Wow. I mean, it's changed everything. It's changed the industry. You have this amazing promotional tool that is also taken away from your revenue. But it's almost like, well, where are you trying to get? What are you trying to get out of this business? Are you trying to work your way up and get to the next level, or are you trying to make money right now with what you have?
Probably a balance, isn't it? I mean, like you're offering a free song.
Exactly, and that's kind of what you have to do. You have to sort of balance
Well, just like with musiciansbio, by posting you on your site, on my site, you know, I offer this to indie bands, and we talked about this. Y'all put a link to my site. I think that's kind of what it's about. You got to give to each other and support each other.
Yes.
It's kind of, you know, like our little neighborhood, and you know, we're going to take each other, you know. Well, this question, do you ever give away free music? Yeah, of course you do.
Yes, we do.
Have you ever been in any competitions? Or?
We're in one right now. Hard Rock Rising is it's only a couple of weeks away.
Yep.
So that will be
Free show.
a free show at the Hard Rock Cafe in Atlanta on March 14th at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock p.m.
It's 8 o'clock?
8 o'clock p.m.
Well, how did all this come about? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Reverbnation's been really good to us ever since you know, we've worked our way up the charts and everything. We've gotten a lot of opportunities. But this one in particular, we put up a free song for download, Falling Out of Your Reach, and it was downloaded over 100 times. Now only about 70 of those actually counted towards a vote for the competition because you had to be within a certain area.
Oh,
but the song was, I mean, it became really popular, and I think we ended up finishing like second in that whole deal.
No,
But
How many bands were
out of
competing?
450 bands, something like that, some crazy number. And this wasn't just metal; this was all genres.
Yeah.
Right.
So we ended up, you know, having like the second most downloads in this
So
competition.
in the
and,
metal world, it's kind of like,
it's kind of a big deal.
yeah.
And it's because of the fans, you know, and everybody was so incredibly supportive, and it's kind of the quality of your fans.
So much, seriously.
Yeah,
Like,
thanks. God, I mean, really. You made
Is
all this
Reverbnation leaning more toward metal, or is it really diverse?
It's pretty diverse.
You know,
There's a lot of rap and
surprised
country
me
and
how many metal bands are there, and how many good metal bands are there.
great metal bands.
And I think that it's just an amazing website or whatever that they've done. I mean,
It is.
and they offer such great deals where you can sell your music, and you can get a plan where half of the profits go to, you know, an organization like
Charity.
a charity or
Which we also take part in.
yeah,
It goes to cancer charity. Half of the purchase purchase money goes to a charity to support cancer.
That's great.
Yeah, it's very important.
And I think that's just, to me, I mean, why would you not do that? If you could take your music and help something, you know, like that, why would you not do